What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. We freaking got it. Super, super excited. And let's just say, or I'll start it here and I'll leave it here. I had a pretty good feeling that this was going to be here and this was going to be the Lego game that was announced. Super, super happy that it actually was. And the game looks unbelievably good. Now, obviously, we got the trailer. We got that it's coming in 2026. What I want to do, just kind of talk about just basic things that the trailer made me feel. But also, I want to look at the FAQs because I think it gives a good amount of info. And even their own website, it shows him dive bombing, and I don't think that was in the trailer. There's a couple things on their website that, or maybe a little bit of like, hey, let's take a look at what we showed you in the trailer, and we'll show you maybe from like a slightly different angle. You see some snippets of him kind of beating up heavier, like bigger thugs versus the trailer showed them, but it never, I think, showed him actually taking them down, besides I think maybe one finisher. So you get a little bit of a different feel on their website. And again, I think those FAQs were pretty cool as well. But I mean, just basic thoughts. The game, like I said, already looks really cool. Open world. You're going around. You can play as Batman. Obviously, that was the main thing shown. But you will be able to actually play as other people. We'll talk about that when we get to the FAQ section. But is this not an honorary member of the Arkham, franchise at this point? Because, if you look at kind of how they say things, even on their FAQs, I think they talk about the combat, and they are very careful to not say the free flow combat. But I mean, come on, right? I mean, you look at the explosive gel, you look at how they're doing like the grapple gun and all that stuff. I mean, it very, very much, whether it's the traversal and you're using like the grappling hook to kind of gain momentum, or the takedowns, the free flow of just going from one enemy to the next. This is really, it's Arkham's combat, maybe simplified a bit for sure, but it's Arkham's combat put into a Lego game. And then just all of the callbacks. I mean, it's pretty clear. I think they were focusing on some of the modern stuff the most. You get like the Bane monologue at the end, which was freaking awesome. I was wondering, if they would do that. So that was really fun. Right before I think they showed the name of the game, they did the Robert Pattinson one with Penguin, right? The car chase thing. So look, I mean, this is going to have some pretty direct, like on-the-nose moments. They mentioned the story also in the FAQs, and again, kind of playing it, I think, a little safe with words. I think the question was, will it be an original story? And the answer is it's kind of just going to embrace the history of Batman. So I think what that probably means is it's going to take established things that happen in these movies and games, make missions out of them, and then kind of expand it from there. And try, I think, to make some sort of like fluid line from like one mission to the next, because you're going from, maybe a Michael Keaton mission in one to all of a sudden you're Christian Bale, Dark Knight Rises or something. But, I think they showed the training montage of like Batman Begins. So they're jumping all over the place. Again, the Arkham stuff, I wonder how deep they would go with that, because it's very clear the gameplay is Arkham and some of the, again, gadgets you can use and things like that. But how many, like, will you have some of that, like the Titan kind of arc, I guess, of those games? Would you have that in it? Because you already have Joker seemingly with Heath Ledger's, that kind of model. So, I really like how they're doing it. I mean, again, this was kind of pitched to us, in the rumors leading into it. And I always thought it was a cool idea. And then to actually see it, heck yeah. I mean, it just looks like an absolute blast. And, mixed with the minute to minute, you're going around, you're taking down thugs, you're doing these main missions. I think whether it's on the main page of the website, I think it was the main page, they talk about kind of stuff you can do on the side. You'll be able to do, collectibles, and you're going to be on the rooftops and solve puzzles. And so, a little bit of maybe the detective side. I don't know how much that would be. I mean, they definitely could go, missions that are just solely like build things, find things, just detective or kind of investigation type missions. But I really, really like the idea, and the trailer, I think, honestly knocked it out of the park. As for the FAQs, I just kind of want to go over some of the ones that popped to me, some of the more important ones. So platforms, it's on PS5, Series S and X, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. both Steam and the Epic Game Store. They don't have a price. They said in the trailer, and they say here you can wishlist it. So you can wishlist on any of those platforms, except I don't think you can actually wishlist it on Nintendo Switch 2 yet, but there is no price to it. I imagine it's either $60 or $70. Pretty likely, right? Then they say which characters will be playable. So 7 playable characters: Batman, Jim Gordon, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Catwoman, and Talia al Ghul. Each character is equipped with unique skills, combos, and gadgets, like Batman's Batclaw, Jim Gordon's foam sprayer, Robin's line launcher, and Catwoman's whip. Now, just to pause right there to look at LEGO Games News. This was the person who talked about this game before. Very much trust this individual after that first video I made, and there was a post on it that they made. They go over again the confirmed characters. More characters will be added, including villains. So that would be pretty cool. Maybe play as Joker, Bane, etc. They go over, I think, some of the villains in this, but they don't talk about, you being able to play them. So I guess you can classify that as a rumor. I don't think that's like an official confirmation, but again, this is the person that freaking nailed it, so I'm going to believe that. And actually, yeah, next up, which villains will you face? It's pretty much just the most notorious DC supervillains, including the Joker, the Penguin, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, Bane, and more. Then they talk about that original story. It invites players to embark on Bruce Wayne's epic journey to become the hero of Gotham City, featuring a story-led campaign from origin to legend, bringing together iconic moments from the Caped Crusaders' 86-year history in film, television, comic books, and games. So again, that's to me, we're gonna take these things that you've seen in a comic line or a movie or a show, whatever, and we're going to add it and we're going to expand upon it. That's kind of what I get there. They say the gameplay, it'll be a dynamic new LEGO Batman combat system. Will it feature an open world? Yes, it'll be open world. You'll have puzzles to collect, challenges to complete, rewards to collect, crimes to stop, and surprises to discover around every corner. Will vehicles be in it? Yes, a range of them, including Batmobiles and Batcycles. Will LEGO Batman have online co-op? So it will have co-op with one other person, couch co-op, couch cooperative gameplay only. Online co-op will not be available. You don't need internet. You don't need a subscription to PS Plus or Game Pass or anything like that. There are no microtransactions or consumable in-game purchases. And they talk about, how to unlock the Batsuit. You can unlock it by signing up for a WB Games account. So really towards the end there, just a rapid fire of really good news. I'm a fan of couch co-op. I've said it before with other games. I won't make too much of a deal about it. Obviously, LEGO pretty important, in terms of that cooperative element. So to be able to do couch co-op, I think that rules. The online thing, it is a digital age, and I can understand, you wanting to play with a person online. It's kind of a situation where it's like you probably don't want one or the other. I know there's obviously games that do like only online co-op, but not couch. I'm not really a fan of those, and I mean this. I do think it's better because I want to bring back couch co-op. I'm a big pusher of that, but at the same time, then you kind of leave out people that aren't in the same room. If you want to play with somebody, you'd have to you can't do that, right? That you have to invite them over to your house or something. But the no subscription stuff, no microtransactions, very, very important. I think to say that when you're WB, say that in the modern age, and for it to be a no, right? Will there be microtransactions? The answer is no. And I think one other thing that popped in my head when reading that I just want to throw out there, in terms of that gameplay, I think on the main menu of their the website, they talk about there'll actually kind of be like a hard I think it's like the Dark Knight mode. It's some like hard difficulty that you'll be able to do if you really want to like push yourself with the actual gameplay. So it sounds freaking awesome. I can't wait. Super excited that it actually exists, and we'll see. Obviously, we got some months to go before it comes out. I'll be sure to make lots of videos, as we get closer and closer. Let me know what you think. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.